Hello, this is Bob Amaden, just saying about Bob Amaden. Here's what's really up. I got a new phone today. Today is August 20th, 2020, and I got a new phone. It's the new Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It's super fancy. So I'm testing some of its capabilities, and this is the video recording through the selfie camera capability I'm testing. So that's really why I'm doing this. But I also thought, I have this YouTube channel that's just me playing GeoGuessr, and if I stumbled upon that, I might want to know a little more about the person in there other than just the GeoGuessr stuff. So that's what I'll do. I'm Bob Amaden, and I live in St. Paul, Minnesota by myself. I'm unmarried. I just share my house with absolutely no one. I am 49 years old, and okay, what else would I want to know about me if I didn't know me? Well, I like to travel. I don't make enough money that I can just definitely travel everywhere. But and right now I'm between jobs. This is COVID times, and I got laid off, so I'm working on a human resources certification so that I can get a better job than the one I was laid off from. That's my plan. Hopefully that'll happen pretty soon, but that's what I'm doing. And when I'm doing my videos now and I say, okay, I got to get back to what I'm actually getting back to is studying for that certification. It's a pretty complicated certification, and I'm not used to doing that. Studying about labor relations, labor laws, all kinds of just stuff like that human resources generalists need to know. So that's kind of, I've worked in the tech industry. I've worked in the movie theater industry. Like, I used to manage movie theaters in my 20s, and I really like movies a lot. Enough that but I bet I could teach at least a community college level class on like film studies. But I'm also not that much of a snob about it. I believe the movies, just like the theater, which I also like, should be for the people and not just for the snobs, and it shouldn't feel like homework for people, but I think there's a craft to doing it right, where it's smart and it's accessible, and I like that kind of stuff when it comes to theater and movies. I also like music a lot. I'm a very amateurish musician, and I have a piano over there that I haven't played in over 10 years. But I was in an 80s cover band around town for a while there. And oddly, I am more of a snob about music. I'm super bored and kind of annoyed with music that I think is bad, like low quality, like they didn't try to compose something very original. They just wanted to be famous. I have no tolerance for that when it comes to music. So that's kind of what I'm about. But when it comes to travel, when I was a teenager, I lived in England I'm American. I was born near Chicago. But we for reasons of my dad's job, we lived in England for several years in the 80s when I was a teenager. And that was cool, especially in retrospect, because, I got to go on quick little trips to Western Europe. Just like here in Minnesota, you can take a quick little trip to Chicago. We could take a quick little trip to, Andalusia. So that afforded me some opportunities to see parts of the world I wouldn't have seen otherwise. And now I like to see more. So this year, before everything collapsed, I went to my 30th new country, which was Portugal, because I spent a week just chilling out on an island of the Azores, part of Portugal. So I like to do that. I like cruises a little more than you might expect, because I like that they have multiple destinations, and yet you stay in the same room every night. That's my main reason I like cruises. I had a cruise booked that had to be canceled. We'll see if that happens again. I don't have a love life. It sure frees up a lot of time to just chill out when you don't have a love life. So there's that. There are lots of good things about being single. If you're like, what are good things about being single? Hit me up. I will so give you a nice list. And if you're not single, you will envy me for having that list. I like Minnesota. I like Minneapolis, the Twin Cities. I live in St. Paul. We call it the Twin Cities. Sometimes we say Minneapolis about the area. But St. Paul is almost as important as Minneapolis. But there is that Minneapolis elitism, you know? I bet you know. Even if you're not from here, I bet you know. Like, if you're from not California or New York, you get coastal elitism, right? And if you're from New York, like, but you're not in Manhattan, you get that elitism, right? I bet if you live in Manhattan, you live in Chelsea, you get Upper East Side elitism. You get it. You all get it. So we experience that here in St. Paul because Minneapolis people are sometimes like, I don't go to St. Paul. It's like far away. Whereas people in St. Paul are not like, Minneapolis is far away and I don't go there. So there's a little 6.5-minute video about me that served the purpose of me testing the selfie video functionality of my new phone. Maybe next time you watch a video of me, it'll be a GeoGuessr game, because really that's all I'm about on YouTube.